That's right, Cough Drop. Play ball with your sister like a good little blue and yellow mad dog. Hello everyone, my name's James. This is Pixel Pets. It was a winner at one of our big indie pitch events. It is not just an animal breeding sim, an animal creation sim. It's a pixel art game in which you can actually create your own pet from whole cloth. Come here, get out of the way, stop fighting. And then exchange them online with other players who have created their own pets from nothing. So if I were to jump onto the online world here, if you thought those animals look good, check these out. What's this? Oh my god, what? The absolute state of this preening biped dog. Look, you're a beautiful little thing, cutie. Well done, you. And everyone thinks it's very pretty and nice. How do you get a dog like that? How do you make something like that? Well, I started off quite modestly, as you can see, but I did create these things. I created them from whole cloth. Let me go over here, bottom left, to the create my own animal area. So as you can see, here are some options. Here are some templates from which I can start. You literally build it from scratch. So you can start with a dog template. I can choose a basic shape just to give me a jumping off point. Or maybe I fancy a cat. Maybe I fancy a hamster. More options open up as you start playing through the games, but importantly, they do cost cash. You can see the top right hand corner there, 150 gold. I started off with 600. I made that cat called Blueberry. She's very nice. Then I went on and earned a bunch more money and then got that dog, which I built and customized a little bit more because this is only a jumping off point. Say I just want to start off with this, plain dog, right? I can then go over here and start messing with individual elements. Do I want the big ears? Do I want the small ears? Do I want them flying off the side of their head? Do I want the default eyes? Massive eyes? Do I want to use maybe a massive head? Huge head, small body, that kind of dog. Or perhaps none of those are particularly interesting to me. And what I really, really want is to jump over to the shop. And then I want to talk about serious customization. Let's go down here. Let's give him a massive pointy nose. Let's give him a trunk like an elephant, because that's not weird. Oh, I've turned into Dr. Mengele. It happened so quickly. I didn't even notice. Look at that insane schnoz. But as you can also see, they cost the monies. You have to earn the big monies in order to get that stuff. Meanwhile, if you want to stay down in the early levels, you can do some, significant customization without really dropping too much cash. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Don't do that. Never do that. How about the heads? Oh, look at these guys. Scruffy. Oh, mad hairdo. Cutie better. There's a lot going on here, but you need to have the big monies towards the end. So the way to start off the game is just create a couple of simple beasties, like I did. If I'm going to go here, I'm going to jump back to the main page, and I go, nope, I'm not going to do that. Save it for the time being, head home, and then I need to earn some cash. How do I do that? Well, I can send beasties on missions if I want to. So for example, if I want to send a Blueberry here off, I can give them a task to do. So I can assign a job in that standard kind of looking after a little, those Sims games where you end up just going, you go and fetch something, it'll take 30 minutes. It's that, basically. So I can go, fetch my slippers, and off it goes. There we go. It'll take a minute, and it can go and grab slippers, and it'll earn me a little bit of coin. Maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I want to play a game. You can use mini games instead. So these 3 games will give you options to earn money quicker if you want to. They are just little distractions, and I don't know if you played that game about birds which did flapping. Oh no, I've instantly failed. What a shame. Which is good. I want to show you the other one. So there's a jumpy game as well. So you can just move here, drag your finger left and right, and on they go. Upwards bouncing, collecting coins. There we go, lovely stuff. And then when you finally die, you've got the option to double your coins with an ad, which personally I've been doing because the ads are actually only about 5 seconds long and you can skip past. They don't do that make you watch 30 seconds thing, which is much better, and you can earn a lot of cash quite quickly. So you saw how much some of those schnozzes and stuff cost, thousands and thousands, but the early ones are usually just a couple of hundred. And already I'm at 25 coins. I'm going to stop and jump back here. And then you can double it and make it 50, and that was only within like 10 seconds. So it lets you progress quite quickly. You've got a little climbing game as well. This is a classic. So that's one tap, and then the other one is a double jump. So single jumps, double jumps. Don't mess it up. Don't get cocky. I got cocky, and I fell down the hole. You see? But already I just earned a couple of quick coins from basically doing nothing. So that's the way of doing it. Blueberries completed their task in the meantime. I can double the reward if I want to, but I'm just going to accept it for the time being, and I've got nearly 400 coins. That didn't take too long. Now, about these other players. This is all existing online. You can go and see other people's feeds. I mean, look at all this. This is ridiculous. You can interact with it like it was some kind of Twitter feed or Snapchat or whatever. So if I want to go and have a look at this person's pet, I can jump in here, I can give it a little pet, but also look at this, it gives you all the information that you can bid for it. I can try and buy the pet and add it to my own collection. I can leave comments, I can trade it directly if I want to, rather than just bidding. Some pets will allow you to, look at the drawing on that, that's insane. Some pets owners will allow you to trade directly, but you can see here the trade option. I can just over here where I'm tapping down in the right hand side, that's been grayed out, which means they're not going to let you trade. This is for them and them alone, and they will not be sharing with anyone. Look at the state of this. These people obviously spent real money on their stuff, but if you want to get involved, look, do not think about trading her. Best ever pet. Look at her box. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but it's you know, I don't know what it is. It seems to, I mean, what is that? Is it a bear, otter, giraffe, Charmander? I don't know. It's called Starlight. It's very nice. Ads do pop up from time to time, but as you can see, they're quite quick and easy to get rid of, thankfully. This is insane, though. I've been like, what is going on there? That's some, like, My Little Pony Equestria business. But, I mean, fair play to whoever knocked that together. They spent some time and poured some love into it. But here is where your pets could end up if you just decide to spend the time and build them from scratch, invest the money if you want to. Equally, if you don't really want to do that, you can just play with the beasties. Give them a little stroke, chuck the ball around, maybe give them some food. Oi, come here, food. It's food time, snack times. There you go. They run over and have a little munch. Snake, take out the snacks, chuck some bickies on the floor. They like bickies. Or insist that they go to bed. So it's got that kind of like, you know, interactive, I've got a pet sim. But the thing I find most interesting is, to me, the creation part of it. This whole pixel art, it's almost like a little pixel art training school thing. Because you've got the outlines. Like here's something I was looking at earlier. The outline exists, but I can go in there and customize it to such a degree, either by colouring in with a very thin, or there, I make it very, very thick, completely recolor the parts, choose individual parts, so I can select the animal's paw one by one, and colour them in if I want to. If I want to choose a particular colour for a particular part, I can do that. I just pinch to zoom out. And if I want to change the colours, I just dive in here and let's go full yellow. Like, and then change the dimensions and everything else. Now, this is obviously an abomination, and no one wants this pet, but you see what I mean? You can really go in and start fine-tuning detail, like right down to the pixel, literally. If I want to draw specific stripes or lines, I can color them in, and this is how sprite creation works. This is how you make your 2D pixel art games. If you've never, like, tried a game creation tool before, this is very much like, you know, how it's done for reals. And already, look at the kind of stripes, that is quite natural when you zoom out. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, bad colors, but what are you going to do? So if you want to give it a go, it's free to download on iPhone, iPad, and Android devices at the moment. Pixel PETZ is the name. Thanks for watching. See you next time.